Yeah, so like, I mean, even like related to the song My Tribe, yeah, like it came out about really organically, the initial conception. I'm gonna play you, because I remember that I had a voice note of it, or like a voice recording of it. And the first project, when I pressed save as on it, it was called Hot as the Sun, right?
Really?
So it had nothing to do with My Tribe. It was just noodling, right? But then naturally the noodles, where are they? So yeah. So I was like, oh, My Tribe, I'm hearing My Tribe.
Yeah.
This is just one take, just into Logic, you know?
That's mad though, bro. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna address it to you, but the people watching know I'm talking to them. Right? They know I'm talking to them. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. You have clearly yesterday got the instrumental and then just vibed your own track. onto a voice recorder, bro.
What's this? Hot as the Sun, 15th April 2021.
Jesus.
The way the song was conceived was through me being at home in my home studio and opening up Logic, opening up the session, blank slate, and I think I put some drums together and then I started playing some chords, and at the time it was part of a process that I was undertaking, which was just to create as many songs as possible within a particular period of time. Yeah, I think it was within one session, maybe one 5-odd hour session, where we actually added the lyrics to the melodies that had already been sung and recorded. I think I contacted J.M. Moore, who's a good friend of mine and also a frequent collaborator, and I said, I really want your input into this song.
Most of us, we have been One Tribe for a very long time.
Yeah.
But most of us haven't collaborated on work. We've appreciated and we've encouraged and we've even advised on each other's work and each other's projects. But we haven't always collaborated.
We've been progressing separately, but I just feel like there's so much power in collective energies and endeavors. And you know, at the turn of 2022, I was like, Jay, like, bro, let's work together and let's do it more consistently. As the session progressed, we had Black Cactus come in. Black Cactus just so happens to be my empress, my wife, and she came in with our 2 offspring, our 2 sons, and that was really beautiful to have them in that space. Although it was temporary, it was still beautiful for them to come in and be included in the process.
No. Oh my God, James!
Why is there an
That's you see, did you hear your mum? Did you hear your mum? That's the response that you're supposed to give when you see me, you know. That's what I'm supposed to get, you know.
Why don't you give me that response?
Because I'm the adult.
No, you're not!
Whoa.
Tell Uncle Jay and Daddy why,
and
and Uncle Steve why you got the prize. Babe, guess what you got the prize for? He'll tell you in a second.
Because I read the most books this term.
You've read the most books?
Literally, we get in there, they're like, no, you got a prize, you got a prize.
You like reading?
He read the most books of his class this term.
Can we give him the compound effect to read next?
I mean, he's been listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring it to me, belly.
Yes.
Bring it to me, girl.
My boy, how was school?
This is vegan. Pretty much. No, his isn't.
You've gotten heavier.
I didn't know you were going to eat it, did I?
I didn't know you were giving him dairy milk.
We'll talk about this at home.
Uh-oh. Shoot, when my mum used to say that.
That was his prize. We can arm wrestle about it. We can base jump.
No, and we can wrestle about it. What for me?
So,
I can't take you anywhere, Belly. Jesus Christ.
Right, it's so warm in here, and there's so much space. I feel like if I threw something, I'd never see it again. So I'm going to step out.
Yeah, because of the space, isn't it?
There's so much space.
Can I have a cookie, please?
No!
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but even what you were talking about didn't make no sense.
Alright, this has been fun. This has been so much fun.
We're staying now.
Children?
Quick one related to head.
Can I share? Are you going to share it then?
A quick one related to headroom.
Bye.
When you're saying give more headroom, are you talking about on the sub mix, on the master,
everything,
or on each
every single track? The reason why is because if you change the volume, it doesn't do anything negative. Like turning it down does nothing negative.
Yeah.
I used to always think if I turn it as loud as I can, it's gonna be better. No, it's not. Yeah. The song sounds exactly the same at 0, at -3, at -6. The only difference that I found is that my mix engineer has more headroom to play with. That's really the only difference. If anything,
Noted.
turn your speakers up and turn your track down.
Noted.
Do you know what I mean?
Then my boy Mikel Amin, or Mikel the Energy as he's known artistically, came in, and I really wanted him to be on the remix version of the song, and we managed to eventually come to the point that we recorded the remix version, recorded his verse. He absolutely smashed it.
Give yourself time to just be in it, because sometimes you don't want the pressure of, oh, I have to make something quick because I only got 4 hours or something. Like, book a whole day. You're just meditating.
Yeah.
In rhythm. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's really dope.
Have we got everything that we need for that?
Gorgeous, meditating in rhythm, bro.
You'll hear that in the song next week.
That's dope. And getting so much.
All right. So I'll spin it then in that case, like that.
I'm gonna have to look this up. This is why I love my mic. I know my mic.
Let me proceed. I've always known that the will is arresting me. No other way I can be. Won't run away from the marks laced on my cheek. Battled with demons and jinn. All this shit happens within. With him being on the buttons, as it were, it's like I know whatever comes out is going to be meticulous. We can't really win unless we win as a collective. You know, so I think there's a full stop on that, really. I mean, I could go into the nuances of the lyrics, but when it comes down to it, the messages, it's about collective economics, it's about collective upliftment.
Oh man, do you know, you can't do both. You can't have a recording session
And then
and have the conversation at the same time.
Right.
That's a danger zone, you know.
Yeah, for real, because we'll just turn it into a 5-hour podcast.
Exactly, innit? That's what I mean. And it'll be such a necessary podcast.
But that's
as well,
coming,
yeah.
though. That's already within us.
Yes,
That's
well,
within
it's a
us.
must.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, it's a
it's
must.
already within us. So yes, My Tribe, the optical experience. It's quite funny because my sophomore single that I released in 2021, Feel the Fire, featuring Black Cactus, we had the intention to shoot it outdoors, and everything was looking great leading up to the shoot. And then 2 days prior, Steve, who directed the optical experience, told me that there was, I think it was 80 or 90% chance of rain. So we had to pivot maybe a day or two before and look at an alternative, which is when we found an alternative venue and we were able to shoot it indoors. But there was always a desire from that point on to ensure that the next optical experience would be shot outdoors. You know, the soil underneath my feet is so rich due to the organic materials that have fallen from the trees and decomposed, etc., and created all of this new microbial life, etc. So I love being in this environment, and I really wanted My Tribe. Conceptually, it's all about tribe, right? Or should I say collective endeavor, collective efforts, working with, being with my tribe, being with my collective, my community. And you know, this is a community. This ecosystem, this environment is a community. And I thought that was a beautiful symbol of my collective, my endeavors with my collective. I couldn't have asked for a better team to be involved on the day. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome on the day. And you know, post shoot and post edits and post release, I've had so much amazing feedback about the energy and the essence that is conveyed or communicated through the lens. You know, the fact that we captured the essence and the energy of the message of the song. We were able to reenact or replicate through film what we actually experience when we're together.
Welcome to the set of My Tribe. There is actually an eco home, sustainable home being built here, and it's about opulence. That's what the video is about. You can see it's so beautiful, natural, you know, everything is open to interpretation. That's what My Tribe is about. Meshach, for me, is just a real example of what it looks like. He's a man of grace. He can be very honest, upfront, clear, but with grace and love. And he's definitely as well somebody who moves from love, literally moves from love, yeah. He definitely encapsulates that kind of heart space.
Like, Meshach is so wonderful at creating, like Meshach creates an energy that is family and love always guaranteed. So no matter where you're going to be, if Meshach's going to be there, you know you're taken care of. You know you're good, and you also know whoever's going to be there with Meshach is going to be good people. And today has been like an absolute embodiment of exactly that. Today's been wonderful.
Meshach represents a, what's the word? Kind of like an anchor / role model in my life anyway. He's helped me a lot, realising stuff about myself, just being someone to look up to who has an element of inspiration, drive, passion, ambition, very abundant in love. That I aspire to and really connect to whenever I'm talking to him or when I met him first.
So it's been a really beautiful experience. It's been very much so like tribe. Like we've got the babies here, we've got food, we've been sitting down together, talking, catching up with some of us we haven't seen for a little while. It's just been a really nice bonding experience, and it's like, it's a really beautiful day. You can hear nature's out here just like, so it's lovely. It's just embodying what the song is today. That's what it's been.
A lot of what I do, if not all of what I do is focused on, elevating myself so I can elevate others. There's a beautiful concept which is known as Ubuntu, which is I am because we are. And for me, that is the crux of any type of elevation or expansion. That was the optical experience. Now, I will say this, there was a curveball in the process, and that was the fact that we were actually going to shoot that optical experience as the remix with Mikel, the Energies feature. And he unfortunately sprained his ankle a couple of days prior, so we had to pivot. And Mikel and I got together, and again with Steve Whyte heading up the Pixel Media team, and we shot the remix optical experience. And we wanted that to be polarized with the outdoor experience, so we shot it in a rehearsal studio, and I really enjoyed that process. I'm trusting that my tribe in its totality, the song or the songs, the visual material that goes alongside those songs, I'm trusting that this art will inspire you to connect with a collective, a community which you resonate with, as the same, if not similar, values to you, so that you too can manifest the world that you desire.
Whoa.